Hey survivors, the new season of Last Day on Earth just dropped, and guess what? The Port Laboratory event is back, and it's crawling with mutated madness. Now listen, I may be a free-to-play player, but don't get it twisted, I am not broke, neither in game nor in skill. Today I am showing you how to clear Lab A1 and A2 like an absolute beast, using minimal guns and a whole lot of melee action. And yes, my trusty Cleaver. It's cheap, reliable, and slices zombies better than Grandma's butter knife. So buckle up, sharpen your blades, and let's dive into the lab free-to-play style. As part of the event, the game hands out one free bioreactor fuel. Naturally, I rushed to the terminal like a kid on Christmas morning, and boom, I got to choose between the Thorns perk or the Pass perk. Now listen, I don't plan on getting smacked around too much, at least not intentionally. So I went with the Pass perk for those juicy extra cards and loot, because let's be real, more loot equals more fun, less crying in the bunker later. So stepped into the sector, first order of business, scout for an acid melter, because nobody likes surprises, acid bats. Good news, none in sight. With the coast clear, I wasted no time. I melted the Spore Runner with my M16, fast, clean, no drama. Then came the Screamer, and you already know, out came the trusty Cleaver. Slice and silence, just the way I like it. Next stop, the toilet room, because apparently, even in the apocalypse, zombies need a bathroom break. Inside, a lonely scientist. I didn't give him time to run experiments, I just melted him with my M16. Science cancelled. Then I moved on to the next room, picked in like, please no acid melter, and hey, no acid melter. Major relief. I could breathe again. Same drill, Spore Runner, got shredded with M16, business as usual. Screamer, brought out the Cleaver and gave him the silent treatment. Up next, the Spore Room, and surprise surprise, it's living up to its name. First up, a lone Spore Runner. No big deal, I went full ninja mode and took him down with my Cleaver. Then, the big boy walks in. Yep, the Shambler. Dragging that oversized hand like he's ready to slap someone into next week. But I wasn't having it. I pulled out my trusty Cleaver, gave him the arm clean chop, and served him the premium silent treatment. And then it happened. An acid melter walked in, with a slasher tagging along like it's bring a friend to a kill day. Worst combo ever. I tried to play it cool with my tiny carrot heals. Yes, carrots. But tragedy struck. First death of the episode. But I wasn't about to let that slide. I came back loaded, brought out the AK-47 and an actual first aid kit. This time I melted the melter before he could melt me. Then came the Screamer and Slasher duo, and you already know what happened. Silent treatment. No screams, no slashes, just peace and clever justice. In the next room, boom, another acid melter, but this time I was ready. I lit him up with the M16, quick, clean, no time for him to melt anything but his dignity. Then these slashers stepped up and walked right into the slashing zone, courtesy of my Cleaver. You swing big, I swing back. But wait, it gets better. Next up, a scientist, Screamer, and Slasher trio, like some kind of zombie boy band. I played it smart, took down the first ones with my Glock, click, boom, gone, and for the slow and chunky ones, you guessed it, Cleaver time, sliced and silence. Moving into the next room, and who's waiting for me? Big boy Shambler again, and he's brought his sidekick, the Spore Runner, classic duo. I stuck to the plan, dealt with the runner first, no distractions, no bites, then turned to the big guy and handed him the full Cleaver treatment. Just me, the blades, and a whole lot of zombie regret. And just when I thought things might cool down, next room, acid melter, scientist, and acid spreader, a full-on chemistry class gone rogue. At that point, I said nope, Cleaver's on vacation, pulled out the AK-47 and went full send. Melted all three like they were nothing but working experiments. No finest regrets or just pure firepower. In the next room, there was the same trio, and guess what? The same treatment they got as before. AK-47 and Glock to the rescue. Final room of the A1 sector, unlocked with my trusty Pass perk. Guess who's waiting for me? The acid melter and spore spreader, still trying to ruin my day. AK-47 in hand, I gave them the same treatment, melted and spread like butter on toast, looted the chest, grabbed my rewards, and boom, A1 sector cleared. Now on to the A2 sector. Bioreactors out of fuel. No worries though, I have got a whole seaweed farm waiting to save the day. I'm basically a walking, talking eco-savior at this point. Refueled the reactor and now we are back on business. Who needs regular gas stations when you have got seaweed, right? Headed to the A2 terminal and picked the lights out perk because traps? Yeah, no thanks. Walked in and got a warm welcome from a juggernaut zombie in full armor. I didn't take any chances. Whipped out the AK-47 and dropped him before he could flex. The rest? Just some wall-trickable wannabes. Switched to my trusty Cleaver and clean house. Next stop, Toxic Spewer shows up, all smug, and thanks to that 15% enemy health debuff, the guy's basically a mini boss now. Annoying? Absolutely. I didn't play games, brought out the AK and melted him. After that, a couple of groaners strolled in, easy cleanup. Then came an exploder, luckily they're wall-trickable, so I pulled out the Cleaver and danced like a pro. Once it dropped to 50 HP, boom, classic exploder move. Out pops the parasite, switched to a ranged weapon and took it out before it could have wiggle. No slime left behind. Then I pulled out my semi-modded mini Uzi and wow, this thing shreds. This Toxic Spewer didn't even stand a chance, just gone. Opened a chest room and got greeted with a warm hug from a juggernaut, droner and exploder, real welcoming committee. Mid-fight, my armor breaks and I'm cornered, panic mode activated. Somehow slipped away, slapped on a fresh set and came back like it was a boss fight. Took them down one by one, slow, steady and personal. With the mini Uzi, Glock and my trusty Cleaver, I cleared the rest of the A2 sector like a pro, a few tight spots but nothing I could have handled. Then come the A2 sector boss, Carrion MK7. I was feeling way too confident, pulled out my armor-piercing neutralizer and started blasting. And got electrocuted. Yep, that's number 2 of the episode. What a way to go, what a shame. Came back with vengeance. This boss is actually easy with the right gear, shotgun, neutralizer, take your pick. Round 2, he had no chance. Probably the 15th time I have dropped this guy, looted him like a vending machine. Time to cash in those Sector A cards at the crate, and there's the haul. Got a Glock, an AK, and an equalizer. Not bad, but it could have been better. I was hoping for 3-hour piercing weapons, but you get what you get, right? So that wraps up the full A sector run and the loot haul bonus. 4 factory parts and 4 carbon composites. Thanks to the lab event, the rest of the loot you can see on your screen. Alright. That's it for today. Thanks for tagging along. If you enjoyed the run, consider liking and subscribing the channel. I would seriously appreciate it. Catch you on the next one. Bye.